To save the records of your contacts in the address book, you can actually click on the address book here, and the contacts can be saved in the following. You can actually save that contacts that's belonging to the user by saving under the address book. And in the event that the contact is actually meant for everyone, you can actually save it under the global address book. And of course, all the contacts can be actually saved and categorized into groups. So for individual contacts, that means contacts that's meant for the user, you can actually create the groups here and assign the group to the individual contacts of your choice. And whereas if the contacts are belonging to everyone, you can actually create the groups under the global address book and select the relevant contacts to assign to. So just to take for example, under the individual address book, you can click on the address book button, and you'll be led to this page where you can see the details such as the contact name, the mobile number of the contact, the email address as well, and lastly the group list that this contact is belonging to. Of course, if there are more entries, you can actually do the sorting by clicking on the arrow buttons. And if you would like to see more entries on a single page, you may choose things like 25, showing 25 entries, 50 entries, or even 100 entries on a single page in the same table. So just to share, if you would like to upload contacts in this book, address book, there are two ways of doing so. One is to manually add by clicking on the add new record here. So what you can do is you enter the name, enter the mobile number that is in the form of plus the country code, as well as the mobile number itself, the email address, and to which address group is this contact belonging to, by clicking on the relevant checkbox. And if you're sending out messages via the SIM card modem method, you can even select the modem label of your choice here. Then after you've done saving it, you can actually hit the save button. If you would like to discard the saving of this, you can actually click on the cancel button. So once I save, it will be actually added as a new record here, and you may actually do some searches on this list by using the search bar. And if you find that there's a lot more of contacts that you would like to upload at one go, what you can do is you can actually click on the upload contact button here and upload your contacts in a CSV file. So for CSV file upload example, what you can do is you can click here, example upload contact, and you will be given a sample CSV file for you to actually follow. So basically in the file itself, you will actually need to fill up first column the name, and then second column the mobile number that comes with country code, and lastly the group name that is belonging to, for example, and all these are without the headers. So if you find that some of the contacts is not so relevant anymore, you may like to delete them, so what you can do is you can hit the checkbox here and click on the delete button to delete it. So if everything else, every contact here is actually not relevant to you anymore, and you would like to delete at one go, you can just simply hit the empty all contacts to empty out these sections. So if you like to create more groups, say for example you have a lot of contacts and you want to group them accordingly, you can actually hit on the address group and add new record, meaning create a new group. So for example, if I were to create a name called group A, I may actually say, for example, assign the contact, say maybe in this contact Zin, I can click on the checkbox here and then save it, so that this contact Zin is actually under the group name A as well. And similarly, I can show more entries on a single page. I may do a simple search on the search bar. I may actually hit on the arrow button to sort in ascending or descending orders, and I may hit on the checkbox to delete any of the records that I would like to delete. Of course, if all the groups here are actually irrelevant, I can just enter the I can just click on the empty all groups. And similarly, I can actually export via CSV or Excel. So this goes very well, the same for the global section, address book and address group.